fun at the time.
demons took me.
Dude.
Murdered. Jesus Christ, Goofy, what is wrong with you?
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes. Got nowhere to run.
Jeez, Rick.
I didn't know. Are we recording?
Yeah.
Greetings all around this world. We are the Quest Bros. Welcome to the Side Quest podcast and our inevitable insanity. So D23 D23
What is
happened.
D23?
The Disney Expo. The 23 stands for something.
Nobody cares.
I don't actually know anymore.
Oh gosh.
I can look it up.
Basically, think of it as
it's like the
E3, but for Disney.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
E3?
No, like what do they do?
It's a convention where they release anything Disney. So
It's basically like a shareholder convention. Like they're showing the shareholders.
You guys aren't selling this to me at all.
So you know
I
how,
have no fucking clue.
So you know how Disney has their own streaming service coming out.
Oh yeah, that's
So like they announced a whole bunch of shit that's coming out for that. A whole bunch of movies coming out.
Is that when you send us the screenshot of that like timeline of all the Marvel movies coming out?
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh.
So here, I think I found. So this list is, I don't know what website this is, but these are some
we didn't
things
even
that.
introduce ourselves.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anthony,
Dan, and
Jared.
J-Rod.
It's your boy.
Yeah, we can't even pretend George is here because now he talks.
I know.
Yeah. Damn it.
Man, he's been in like 6 podcasts, but only talked in one.
Okay, so out of this random website that I found, the first one was the Obi-Wan series is going to happen
I'm excited.
on Disney Plus. So instead of a movie, it's going to be a series. Which is
Are
actually
you guys
kind of,
gonna buy Disney Plus?
Oh yeah, definitely.
That or pirate
'Cause,
it. You didn't hear that from me.
Because the way they were explaining The Mandalorian, which is just like a bounty hunter TV show, it's the same quality of the movies, like the Star Wars movies, but it's a TV show. So like the music, the art style, like the scene, the lighting, the camera work,
I saw the
post-production,
trailer.
like all of it is the same quality as movies, but it's gonna be 6 hours instead of 2.
Yeah. Also, I saw the trailer for it, and by God, is it beautiful.
Yeah. So we're getting an Obi-Wan series
Yeah, I know.
then.
So I've heard.
101 Dalmatians is getting a prequel with how do you?
Emma Stone and as Cruella DeVille.
Yeah,
How?
Like how she goes crazy.
yeah, like how she becomes crazy about.
But then it's not
Dalmatians.
101 Dalmatians. Then it's just.
Cruella.
It's just
Cruella
called.
de
It's
Vil.
just called Cruella.
Oh, okay.
That's
yeah.
what I would have called it anyway.
Because 101 Dalmatians, like
That
they
or
were
Miss DeVille.
born at the beginning of that movie.
Yeah.
Marvel
15.
announced 3 new TV series that they're gonna have, or 3 series, which is She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, and Moon Knight.
I'm interested in
Are those
Moon Knight.
TV series?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They'll be.
Oh,
Part of
dude, I don't like TV series.
But see, they could do this really well because, like they said, like it's gonna still be the quality of being a movie.
Yeah, but it's like it's easier to go to like all of us to go to like the movie theater and watch like a 3-hour movie and be like, damn, like, okay, in the long scheme of things, there's 22 movies for Marvel's Cinematic Universe up to Endgame.
Yes.
There's 22 movies.
3,000 minutes.
I'm not gonna ask how you know that, but continue, Dan.
Yeah, but still, like that was easier to do than to it was easier to wait for that than it is to sit here and watch an entire TV series coming out in
8 hours
1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was difficult for me to go through all of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it took you a while, but you were like you were on it still.
Yeah, my
too.
mom's binged watched it in 1 month.
Yeah,
It's a lot to
It's a
take
lot.
in.
It is.
but like the good thing, at least for Moon Knight,
She hated it, by the way.
It
people
did kind of fall out near the end.
people have wanted everyone's wanted Keanu Reeves in the MCU.
MCU. He
So-
wants to be in the MCU,
Yeah,
so I've heard.
and they've always been considering, but they want the right part for him because like Keanu Reeves also is kind of like a, what is it called, like when they are placed always in like the same type of movie role. You know what I'm talking about though?
Yeah.
Like
I-
how
yeah,
like
I don't know.
I don't know the term, but
I don't
know
know
what you're
if
talking
there
about.
was a term for
There's
that.
a term for it.
Is there?
Yeah.
There's always a term for something.
Yeah, they always have like their
Yeah.
their
Someone say it in
gig.
the comments.
Their niche.
Yeah. So like like The Rock always does these big action movies, and
Mm.
like Jack Black always does these like stupid silly comedies and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves kind of has that thing where he's a very dark actiony movie
Yes.
actor,
Yeah.
ignoring Bill and Ted.
But he's always
Yeah.
like the badass of the movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's why they want him to play Moon Knight, because Moon Knight is basically the Batman of the MCU.
Also,
Like that's the closest comparison.
they figured out he was in the Eternals, Kit Harington.
Yeah.
Not even close though. Honestly, if you, Moon Knight's just some dude that's possessed by like a god of the moon.
Yeah, but
it's
like-
it's the Egyptian god of the moon. He was a soldier. He gets possessed, and now he's sort of like the warlock, technically.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was reading online. It was like the only thing you can compare it to.
I just want
Like DC doesn't have really something that compares.
Dr. Fate, sort of. Whoever wears the helmet basically becomes Dr. Fate, but
Okay.
and not the point. Anyway, we're not talking about DC.
Yeah.
Fuck DC. Anyway,
Yeah.
No, but seriously, I thought he was gonna play in the MCU Adam Warlock.
I think that's what like fans wanted. I don't think because that hasn't been confirmed, because the only thing that's been done on Guardians 3 is the script, because James Gunn got fired, so then no more work got put on it. But then he got rehired, but he got hired by DC to do the Suicide Squad before, so he's working on that before he's even touching Guardians.
all we know
So
is
that's-
that
I thought they knew that like he knew like he wanted to.
No, yeah, he knows Adam Warlock.
Adam Warlock in it, and he was picking like John Wick as the cast member.
No one's been casted for it, but Adam Warlock is in it, because it
Yeah.
was said at the end of the second one, but he just hasn't been casted.
yeah, all we know is that Thor's going to be in the new Guardians. No.
Supposedly. Yeah.
Also,
I bet it's gonna be like some sort of their take on the
Well, actually, I don't-
Guardians of the Galaxy.
He said he's not going to call it that. Well, because Thor Love and Thunder comes out before Guardians 3.
that's right.
What,
And-
really?
Yeah.
Thor what?
Love and Thunder,
The fourth Thor.
which has the most 80s rock album title
Yeah.
I've seen.
What is that even gonna be about?
It's going to be about how
It's going to be about Jane Foster as Thor 2. The Mighty Thor.
Holy shit!
yeah.
So,
Now we know what
oh
happened
my
to
god! So
her.
Thor gets Stormbreaker. Jane Foster's
We'll
gonna get Mjolnir.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because she, when this was back at E3, I think.
Now I know why they took Captain out.
Yeah, because
Also
you
his-
can't have two people wielding Mjolnir at the same time.
Also, his
Holy
contract is up.
Shit.
Yeah.
I
No,
mean, he can always get re-put on.
yeah.
True.
But no, I think it was at E3. Natalie Portman comes out.
Oh, you mean Comic-Con?
Oh yeah, was it?
Yeah.
Sorry, Comic Con.
And they
Natalie
give her the
Portman
hammer.
Came out, yeah, and she came out with a hammer, and the director, the guy who directed the third one's also directing the fourth one, so you know it's gonna be good.
Hmm.
And he was saying like, yes, she's gonna be Jane Foster is gonna be the Mighty Thor, and it's not. It's gonna be that. She's gonna wield it.
Also-
dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
Okay, I have two things. One, for that Moon Knight series, I want a scene where it's basically the one line from the comics where it's Moon Knight breaking into Dracula's home, trying to shake him down for money. He's like, "Where the fuck's my money, you nerd?" But also, I just made this comparison where between Cars and Thor. It's a trilogy. Basically, the first movie has the same themes. The second one people despised, and the third one redeemed the entire series.
I never saw the third
I
one.
never saw a third one. Either.
You never saw the third Cars?
No.
It is
Correct.
so good though.
Back to that though. In the comics, James Foster, when she becomes Thor, like gets cancer and like be turning into Thor, like
Saves her.
no, like rapidly like makes her cancer rapid, like growth.
Oh, that's
And she ends up having to fight like some like the entity of like power or something in space, like of thunder, the entity of thunder itself that's inside Mjolnir. And she kills that, and then there's also a monster that is like unbeatable and goes off and tries to kill all the gods, or specifically the Asgardians, and it's like unkillable, and she's able to kill it, and she dies and goes to Valhalla, but then she doesn't want to go to Valhalla, so they're able to resurrect her.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, the thunder part with the thing, it kind of would explain the name of the title, The Love and Thunder. Like, maybe that's what that part of the title means. But going back, so then there's also Miss Marvel.
Man, I don't want depressed Thor.
Well, he'll be fine. Thor's gonna be great.
We kind of already had that, but in his
Yeah,
own way.
but he gets super depressed because the second she's able to wield Mjolnir, he never is ever able to wield it again.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He becomes unworthy to wield it for some reason.
He still has Stormbreaker. It's fine. Anyway.
So then there's Miss Marvel, which is the girl who can like.
Yeah,
row
Yowie
her.
Big Hands.
Yeah. And then She-Hulk. I don't know. No one's been casted for any of these yet. Or at least it hasn't been announced. They probably actually have been casted, but no one has announced anything. So those are the 3 shows. We got the new Star Wars trailer that came out with Dark Rey.
Yeah.
And I'm calling it. I told you this like months ago. Rey is going to go evil, and Kylo is going to go good.
Dude,
I mean,
I agreed with you.
They theorized. They said that in the movie prior.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that theory.
I call it.
No, so Anthony, like, the very first movie, me and Anthony got into it, like the 7th movie when it came out, we were like, it's supposed to be the story of the Skywalkers, like, who the fuck is Rey and blah, 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 and everyone else had their own theories, but me and Anthony sat down, we talked about it, we were like, who the fuck is this chick? What is her importance? Like, then the second movie came out, and me and Anthony are sitting there, we're fucking watching the movie, and Kylo's like, just let the Jedi Order die. You know what? Let the Sith Order die too. Let the Force fall into neutral territory. And I'm like, shit, that's a good point. And Anthony's like, I know, right?
He's like, oh, he makes a compelling
But
argument.
then
And
Rey's
Rey's
like, no.
no, we need the Jedis. And I'm like, dumb bitch. I was like,
That's a little evil.
It's like, I don't know about that one, Chief.
Yeah.
but it was crazy. I was sitting here thinking, like, I was like, I agree with Kylo. Like,
Yeah.
just let it all fall into the neutral territory.
And that's the thing. It doesn't seem like they're writing him as a villain. They're humanizing him more.
I mean, he killed Han Solo.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
But I think that was like, he didn't want to. It's just he had to.
Yes.
He didn't have to.
Well, apparently not, because this 8th one just said fuck everything.
Yeah. Fucking Palpatine.
Well, because but then
That's
also
the 9th
Emperor
one.
Yeah.
Emperor Snooky, he just gets chopped in half and just dies like he had no importance. We're like, you're supposed to be this big bad. You're supposed to be the new emperor, and you literally just got died because
You got
Kylo
got.
Ren just hit the button on his lightsaber while it was 10 feet away from him. Like, you couldn't stop that from coming?
You couldn't feel that, bitch?
Yeah.
He literally was like, I can feel you using the Force. Kill her!
And then he killed, yeah. And it's
I was
like,
And it's like, surprise, motherfucker.
That was like watching someone, like, just grow just cancer. It was terrible, dude.
I mean, he
doesn't
does kind of look like he
Rey
was going through
does.
chemo.
Doesn't Rey wield
sorry.
Kylo's lightsaber in that scene, too? For
They,
like a moment?
they both
At
kind
least-
of, they do like a
They do
Cap
like a
and
trade
Thor
off, yeah.
thing where they trade off, yeah.
Back
What if
and
that was a
forth.
foreshadow? That when they trade their lightsabers, like, that's because that's what really what's going to happen in the end.
Dude, yeah. Also, I have several questions. Did they rebuild Luke's lightsaber after they done exploded it?
They had to have.
Yeah.
Because they're again at the end.
But did they get another Kyber crystal? Because I would assume that's what caused the explosion.
I have no idea.
You're confused on what I mean by Kyber
They were
crystal?
both using
No,
the
I know what you meant.
Oh.
I'm assuming that that's not his. Because
Yeah, because it got
the-
lost in
the
Bespin.
4th movie, he has a blue one, and he trades it for his iconic green one in the 5th and 6th.
Yeah, in the 5th one, he loses it in Cloud City and Bespin.
Yeah, like it gets
Like-
chopped off his hand and then falls down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then he has one in the 6th movie.
Yeah,
which
he
is
makes
the
a
green
new
one.
one.
Yeah, but they find that one that fell into Cloud City, and that's the one that's in
Yeah.
6, 7,
Which
and 8.
I have a quick question. How the fuck did they find that?
How do you guys know that?
Because that's what they said when Maz Kanata gives it to him.
Yeah, it was in the chest, and then Rey has that whole Force flashback.
Oh,
and
okay. Yeah,
has an
yeah.
emotional breakdown in the basement.
I totally just ignored that entire fucking scene.
Yeah.
I was like, this means nothing to me. I guess it did mean something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to put Obi.
No,
and-
I guess actually it didn't fucking mean anything because if they were on a fucking gas planet, which is what I'm assuming the Cloud City is on,
Yeah, it's basically Jupiter.
then they fucking just threw the fucking thing. That thing's gone. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't find that. They didn't grab that.
Yeah,
They
so
never,
that's what I'm questioning. How the hell did that get there?
unless the planet's gone.
I don't
There was
know.
a theory, like, so
A
Star Wars came out with like
It's
these comics.
film theory. Thanks for watching.
But no, there's actually these comic series of like what ifs, like if something changed slightly in the original movies.
I've seen. Yeah, you were telling me about
Yeah,
that.
and one of them is Boba Fett. Like in Episode 5, I think Luke dies in that one. Spoilers. On Hoth because hypothermia. Anyway, but Boba Fett goes to Bespin to try and capture Luke and Solo, but then he ends up getting turned into carbonite. Vader gets pissed and basically just attacks Bespin. Like the whole city, everyone dies.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want a Darth Vader solo film where you see like Anakin be like training to be Darth Vader.
So
Where, like,
basically
he
between
has-
2 and 3.
No, it'd still be
It would
between three
between
and
3 and 4.
4.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
still. Because like
Um,
there's the comic book series where like he has to like earn his lightsaber and he has to kill a Jedi, without a lightsaber, like just with his bare hands. That would be really cool. To see.
I mean, the dude's like 8 feet.
yeah, I mean he can still use the
7 feet.
Force, but like that'd still be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Apparently, like a lot of people didn't like the films. Like really hardcore Star Wars fans didn't like the films when Darth Vader was in them because he was just not portrayed correctly at any caliber.
Mhm.
He wasn't
supposed-
enough of a badass.
He's
Yeah.
supposed to be the biggest, like,
Baddest Jedi in
Yeah.
the universe.
but like we never really see him do anything.
the
He's just standing there.
The hardcore
Menacing.
fans said that the one redeeming scene that he had was actually in Rogue One.
Oh,
when he's walking through and he's like, "Fuck this bitch, you two,
You're on the
dead.
roof."
Yeah.
You're on the roof. You're in the ground. You're dead. Force choke. Your head's off.
It's
dead. Lightsaber.
It's
Yeah.
basically the tutorial scene in The Force Unleashed.
It's basically just a John Wick scene, but Darth Vader.
Yeah, and that's like I'm hoping that episode
Try
9
not to choke on your aspirations.
also has really good lightsaber battles because like like it's not the movie isn't lightsaber duels. It's like Star Wars. It's supposed to be telling that, but like the lightsabers are a really crucial part.
Mhm.
And I feel like for 7 and 8 they've kind of been a little
Lackluster.
Yeah,
That's a huge
Agreed.
complaint with a bunch of fans lately.
Yeah.
There's not enough lightsaber battles. We want epic, awesome scenes
Give
of
us
people
3.
Yeah.
of people fighting with lightsabers.
Give us what 3 gave us.
yeah.
but a lot of
they had
people
bunch.
didn't like 3.
Well,
And
for
sometimes-
obvious reasons.
Yeah, I mean, like that's the thing. You have to find the right balance because 3 had it where it was like kind of forced.
Mm.
No
Yeah.
pun
Pun
intended.
intended.
Um,
I'm gonna
And it
keep
was
as
just-
a pun.
and we're just like we gotta fight because we need to. We're angry men, and it's just like okay, like yes, you're fighting. The whole world literally around you
See,
is falling apart.
I mean, I also think 3 gave us one of the most iconic scenes where at point blank range Yoda fucking killed a clone.
Yeah, well, no,
Yes.
see, some of them are good, but like
He killed
some of
2.
them, but like when Anakin and Obi-Wan are fighting, like they're literally just like having like full conversation and just moving back and forth.
You were the chosen
Well, see,
one.
but like that scene's fine, but like before, like to get to that, they're literally just like zoom, 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 just like literally walking down a hall, like bro.
But what
just-
about the
just
scene where Anakin
fuck it.
literally choke slams Obi-Wan? That was epic.
Yeah, no, like there's parts.
He's
in
not
it.
saying that scene wasn't awesome. He was just saying like there was intermediate scene from one scene to another of them
Yeah,
walking
to like bridge
down.
those scenes together.
Yeah.
and just
Oh
like
yeah, no,
this.
I understand. Like it felt like some of the lightsaber fights were too prolonged.
Yeah, and it's just like okay, like you're literally like trying to just survive
I mean,
just by
granted,
walking.
4, 5, and 6 just had a lot of space battles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's because also too they're like look at the technology we have and look at how we can make space look so amazing and cool and look at these battles and
I
it's
think
cool.
number 2 is number 2 where they're like in the arena.
In the- yeah.
That was like that has a good amount of fighting in it.
Mm.
Yeah.
But like number 1 ended with a badass fighting scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, that one also has its own case of the walking and fighting,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
at the same time, it was still compelling.
Yeah, and I think it was good too because like the first half of the movie or 2/3 of the movie is just the pod race. So like you've had like nothing.
Honestly,
And
that
now
was
you
the
finally
only
get something.
that was the only redeeming quality in between the politics and the bullshit gassing of the representatives.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So another theory that Rey is Darth Maul's daughter.
I don't buy it.
I like because everyone's still trying to figure it out, and I'm like, if it's not Obi-Wan's, if it's not Luke's, then maybe it's Darth Maul's. The only reason I say it is because she had the dual lightsaber, dual edged lightsaber. That's the only reason I say that.
See, but they were gonna give Kylo Ren a dual. I didn't know this. They're gonna the original concept.
I think
for
I told you
Kylo.
about this. Yeah.
Oh, was it you?
Yeah.
Original concept for Kylo Ren's lightsaber was a dual lightsaber that was blue and red.
Mm-hmm. And then as he would become more evil, it would turn
It
red.
would have turned red,
Yeah.
and then you theorized that it would turn all blue
Mm-hmm.
at the end of it.
Mm.
But he went with this like stupid fucking lightsaber.
Yeah.
A lot of people like it. I think it's the dumbest
He
fucking
even says it's
design.
like hard to wield during shooting because he has to be careful not to hit it.
Yeah, because then the crosshair would hit you. I mean, the Star Wars engineer that like explained it is because since it's such an old modeled lightsaber that it has to have exhaust ports because it's so old and they didn't know how to house the power of it.
But why does he have an old lightsaber?
That's the thing. Like it,
Yeah.
For the light, if you're looking at it in a museum, be like, oh, this is why it had that. Cool. Yes, that makes sense. I understand. Cool, but no one's gonna use it because we have modern technology now.
Kylo,
Yeah.
mine.
I mean, Rey now has a lightsaber that's dual edged and folds up on itself.
And it slices and dices.
I need to see that.
You
I
didn't see
haven't seen it.
Oh, you
Oh,
need to see the
it's real
trailer.
good.
We'll watch it after.
Okay.
But see, that's the thing. They also had lightsabers during the Old Republic that needed a battery pack plugged into it.
Yeah. So like, yeah, we're at a better place where Kylo
Dude,
just get a better lightsaber.
But that also
that one
explains-
person had a lightsaber that literally is dual end, but it had like the handle was like a circle, and she could hit a button, and it would just
spin.
fucking like helicopter
Oh
spin.
my
Yeah.
god.
It was so good.
Oh, that's sort of like
And she could like.
Oh my god! I just realized the foldable lightsaber. We've seen that before.
we have.
Jedi Master Pon Krell during the Star Wars: The Clone Wars series.
I don't know anything about
I
Okay,
don't know
he was
either.
the douche that wanted to kill all the clones
Okay.
and wanted to go to the dark side, and then one of his
Killing
troopers
all the
shot him.
clones isn't the bad part of that, though.
No.
Like, killing all the clones is actually a smart idea. The fact that they changed it and got away from the clones is actually brilliant, because one disease would have fucking eliminated an entire army, because every clone would have been susceptible to that one disease.
True. I mean, they also touched on that called the Blue Shadow virus, but that was everyone would die.
Rough.
Yeah, but the thing was, he also had like the interchangeable dual lightsabers, and it was cool because he had 4 arms.
You know who else had 4 arms?
4 arms.
General Grievous.
Also
Yes.
true.
I fucking love that.
I did.
Yeah.
Especially in Lego Star Wars, you could just dominate with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
And
he had that
people-
fucking helicopter move.
Yeah. And he could still he couldn't use the Force.
No,
Could
no,
he?
no. No, he couldn't.
He
Okay.
couldn't.
People hated him when they first saw him because it's like, why is this robot coughing? What
He's
the
not.
hell?
He's a cyborg.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the point. And the whole origin,
Even though he's like 90% robot.
yeah, the whole origin of him was he was actually an assassin to go kill Count Dooku, but his ship crashed, and Dooku rescued him and just salvaged his parts, and just put him in
Dude,
a robot body.
I want that fucking movie.
Yeah,
that,
that would be
sounds
awesome. That was a whole comic.
Also, fucking Count Dooku gets so much shit for being like the worst villain ever out of all of the fucking Sith Lords.
And we don't
he's like the weakest and worst. He's Yoda's ex-pupil, and he's literally takes on both Yoda, Obi-Wan, and Anakin all at the same time, dude.
Yeah.
What a badass. And his fucking handle on his lightsaber
He's
looks
got
like a
this-
limped penis.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, come on, dude.
Don't forget the little curve near the tip.
That's what
I
he's talking
know,
about.
Oh.
limped penis.
All right, so okay, now moving away from Star Wars.
All right.
Just other things. These aren't as exciting.
Frozen 2. Nobody
Frozen
cares.
2.
I don't care.
I'm excited for.
I don't care.
Thank you, Dan. Somebody else agrees.
There
We'll
is-
just do the awesome bro handshake.
Oh yeah, just like
Um,
Predator.
more on Disney Plus. Lady and the Tramp live action movie.
They need to stop.
Okay. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I know all of those movies are gonna get live action. Just don't.
This-
I don't know how I feel about Ariel being black. It's kind of weird.
I
This
don't
is the
care.
one that like really threw
Dye
me.
her hair red. I'll kind of forgive you.
This is the one that threw me for. I was like, oh, what? High School Musical, the series.
What?
So I saw the trailer for it, and it's the
Wait,
high school.
High School Musical. The
The
musical.
the
the
series?
Yeah, so it's gonna be a series, not a movie.
So
Um,
it's a TV series.
It'll be
That's
on Disney
also a
Plus.
musical.
Yes.
So basically, it's Glee.
Yes.
Oh, I was just gonna say that it's Glee, but High School Musical, but Glee.
Kind. Yeah. So maybe. So
then
let
what
me-
the fuck's the point?
Let me explain it.
Okay, please.
So it is the high school that High School Musical was based off of, East Troy or East High or whatever.
Yes.
East Troy.
Yeah, no, Troy was the character. East High was the place.
Okay.
Yeah. So the real school, they're like, even though we're the school that High School Musical is based off of, we've never done High School Musical here. So like, let's do it. So it's about the school that made High School based off of High School Musical doing High School Musical. So that's why it's High School Musical the musical, and then it's also the series because it's really just like the drama of musicals and the drama of that would come from High School Musical.
Okay.
So the people at East Troy in real life
So
Are
real life
doing the musical of High School Musical.
yeah. Yes.
But it's gonna be a series because High School Musical is like a multiple movie thing.
Yes.
it's like 3. Also,
Holy fuck, that's confusing as shit.
So it might have been easier to call it High School Musical the series the musical.
no,
no,
that
it's
worse.
still it's confusing
Yeah.
as fuck.
Okay, am I the only one who thought that their lunchroom was way too fucking big?
Oh yeah, it
No,
was like double.
not
layered.
even.
Well, compared
you,
to ours.
you know, I can't remember, but I went to a campus like.
See, also our school just might have sucked because I have been to other high schools that were really nice.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? I think it might have been West, but I went to West and they're fucking.
Oh yeah,
it-
they have a podium just in their lunchroom.
Yeah, it's massive. And then there was another place that I went, which was a college, and their like fucking cafeteria is probably twice the size of our gymnasium was. Twice.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be that big.
Well, like
We only had like 1,000 kids at our school.
Oh, true.
They had like 4,500.
Well, like you go to Milwaukee and they like their cafeteria area has a Burger King and a Taco Bell and like they've got like 5 different restaurants.
Holy shit! I would be fucking fat as fuck if our fucking
Campus had
campus
a
had a
Taco
Taco Bell. I'd be like, "Hello, guys."
Yeah, just trying to shuffle into the dorm.
I'm gonna get on through here.
Um,
That reminds me though, but
That's why
and
I'm glad the Domino's is.
Andrea
like
went to
3
school
blocks
with
away.
us. It sucks for her. We used to have, was it Domino's? What pizza
Pizza Hut.
place?
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. We used to have Pizza Hut at our school.
yeah, they used to deliver pizzas and then sell
Like
it.
a stack of pizzas, and we could buy Pizza Hut at our school.
Yeah, by the slice.
Thanks, Michelle.
Obama.
Thanks.
I still, every time somebody says thanks, Obama, I can't help but think of the video of Obama trying to dunk the cookie and he goes, thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
And then the last thing that's interesting, I'm like so excited for it. So you know how Disney, well not Disney, like Pixar, every now and then they'll have like that one Pixar movie that's like has nothing to do. It's not like a sequel or anything. It's just kind of like here's a cool new
Are
story.
you talking about Onward?
No. Oh
Soul?
yeah, Soul.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but first I'll say Onward. So Onward that has that is Pixar or is it just Disney?
It's Pixar.
Okay. So that
Wait,
has Tom Holland.
Is Pixar Disney?
Pixar is
Disney
the 3D.
owns, yeah, Disney owns Pixar, but like
Pixar is
its
the
own
3D animation like section of Disney.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought Pixar was its own. Never mind. Disney owns everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it owns National Geographic
and ESPN. Yeah. Okay.
and Hulu.
All right. Well,
So so Onward it has Tom Holland and
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt as the 2 main leads in it.
whoa.
And
really?
they're just they're like
It's like a modern
Oh,
day interpretation
'cause
of fantasy.
Apparently whenever someone becomes an actor for Disney, not only do they have their series and their movie thing that they are acted for. But to be hired by Disney, you are forced to do one of their off your thing projects. So whenever Disney comes over and hires you as an actor for a movie, you are also forced to do a side movie for them.
Probably like for Pixar in this case.
In this case, Tom Holland and whatever went to
Chris
Pixar.
Pratt.
Chris Pratt went to not whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tom Holland and Chris Pratt
Yeah. Can't confuse them with
to
all the
whatever
other
they're
actor
doing.
I don't know if it would.
Yeah,
well,
I'm
I guess
sorry.
I wonder what the limitation is because like what has Robert Downey Jr. and like Chris Evans done besides Iron Man and Cap?
Oh, there's something for sure.
There's probably
Then again, Disney owns so many things that it might have been something that they did that Disney owned and we didn't even realize Disney owned, and there was like it was part of that contract.
We also
yeah,
have to
it could have
remember.
been like fucking Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah. Wait, guys, can we take a moment to realize like the whole character arc of Robert Downey Jr.? Like the man was thrown out of Disneyland for like doing drugs and was awarded the most like the greatest actor for Disney.
Yeah, he just got an award.
Nice. Yeah.
That is such a character arc.
I was gonna say though, speaking of Tom Holland, the whole
Hold on. Before I get that, let me just say the last thing about this last movie.
okay,
Soul.
hold on, we'll get back to that.
Yeah, so Soul is the last Pixar movie. It's about a jazz teacher.
Oh my
who
god.
dies, and then like.
Wait.
That's all the synopsis is. It's a jazz band teacher who's like trying to become a professional jazz musician, and then he dies.
So are you basically it's like Coco but with jazz?
Yeah. So I'm real fucking excited. Because it's like that's why it's called Soul. Because Soul is a jazz.
Does his descendant find his saxophone?
I don't know.
Plays it and then goes to the next world where it's just like the 20s.
No. He finds it, becomes epic sax guy.
Yeah.
Backstory.
He becomes Sergei.
For y'all who don't know, Anthony is so into jazz, he has a fucking saxophone tattooed on his leg.
Yes. This is a true statement.
But the other thing, speaking of Tom Holland,
Yes.
wow, since we've done a podcast, I think the last one we did was Comic-Con in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
It was soon after that. That was like a month ago. In that month, you'd think, nothing much really happened. Holy shit, dude.
Sony
and Disney got into it. They had a pissing match. Everyone forgot about Area 51.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's coming up.
Oh yeah, it is in like 3 weeks. And like, oh my god, there's so much.
Not to mention Critical Role. They're having another like special for their first campaign.
That's like way off of this. This is like
know.
big news we're talking about. And on top of that, apparently the government's basically fucking us because did you hear that like people were like, oh, it was such a joke, blah, 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 about the Area 51. Now that they're thinking of making, instead of the raid, they're thinking of just having like an Area 51 themed like
party near
party. Like that was another joke, and like now they're serious about it. They're gonna have like a festival instead.
Yeah, like an alien Area 51 festival near. Well, it'll just be somewhere in the desert.
You can get alien waifu pillows or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is happening to the world right now?
Crazy.
Video games are making us violent.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another.
The
huge
rainforest
thing.
is on fire.
How about yours?
Yeah.
No, the rainstorm.
I thought it only took out like 40% of it though.
Technically, it's meant to be a controlled fire, but even when there are controlled fires
It's
in
not
California,
It's also not even controlled. It's
Exactly.
just a wildfire.
yeah. When they have wildfires in like California or Arizona, it's like holy shit, oh fuck. But when it's in the Amazon, it's like what?
And the Amazon provides like 40% of the oxygen in the world.
And what has California provided? Weed.
But like,
and some budget films.
so to get on the Area 51 thing, the meme totally died, and then it got resurfaced by the news for temporarily amount of time, and then people were like, "Oh, now we're just gonna have a festival about it."
Yeah.
And even the guy who made the call-out post was just like, I didn't actually intend for this to happen. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the FBI went to his house because he was getting too many death threats.
Well, yeah. It's because it's
You
Area
targeted
51.
Area 51.
yeah.
Oh, and also the furries took over the Navy.
Yeah.
Not the Navy. Aren't you glad?
I-
Aren't you guys glad my guts decided to explode on me and I didn't join the Navy?
Yeah.
I had a friend who actually is like he was like in the army or whatever. I was
In the
just-
military.
See, people think that people in the Navy already suck dick. We don't need them to think that they're furries too.
That they're sucking.
And that's-
I'm
furry
sorry
dicks.
for anyone
And-
who's in
and
the
that's
Navy,
the-
but
that-
you know the stereotypes.
And that's the other thing that was funny is because Jared said the same thing, and they were just like, man, just people in the Navy just get this bad rep, and now they're furries. And I was like,
It's like
there's nothing you can do about it, dude. It sucks, dude.
just leave the Navy alone. Do something to the Marines. Like, why can't we have furries in the Marines? Just go. Get out of the
Yeah,
Navy.
the Navy's already gay. Why can't they just have the Marines? Be
You have
furries?
the Air Force. Oh wait, that would be featheries. Have the Army. There you go.
But no, and then the other thing was Disney and Sony. So Tom Holland.
He's gone.
I think I found a thing. Yeah, so I think it's been Kevin Feige and Tom Holland have said that Spider-Man is not in the cinematic universe anymore. But I found a whole thing saying
He
So
only
everyone-
had 2 movies.
everyone thought it was Disney's fault, and it is not Disney's fault. It is sorry. Everyone thought it was
thought it was
Sony's
Sony's fault.
But it was Disney.
It is
It's not.
Disney.
It's Disney's fault. So apparently, when people heard that, the news got out that Sony is backing out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe,
Yeah.
and they're taking Spider-Man with them
Yeah.
because they own the rights to
No,
Spider-Man.
the only
And
right
everyone
thing
was like, "Fuck you, Sony! You suck dick! You little bitches! Disney should just buy you." And then it turned around that Disney asked for 90%, 10%
You want me to read
cut.
this whole thing?
Yeah,
for
go
it.
ahead.
Okay. So this is Disney's fault, not Sony's. Remember, Disney owns Marvel Studios. Sony actually covered the production costs of all of Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies, not Disney. The contract that Sony and Disney have been working with was Sony gets 90% of the earnings for the new Spider-Man movies since they still own the copyrights to the character. In exchange, Disney's and mostly Marvel uses the character in the MCU and on official Disney and / Marvel merchandise, which Disney gets the profits from. So Sony would get no profits from any merchandise or
Right.
whatever.
Which it's not like they need it.
No, they just get all of, 90% of the movie of the money from the movies, and yeah. So Sony gets 9% of the movie profits. Disney gets 10% of the profits, and 100% of the merchandise profits. Disney recently decided that a 90-10 split isn't enough for the multi-billion-dollar corporation and wanted to revise their contract with Sony to an even 50-50 take of the spoils. The problem, this was the exact contract that Disney and Marvel pitched to Sony back when Andrew Garfield was Spider-Man, which Sony refused to even humor, so obviously Sony was pissed. Negotiations are, at least at this point of whenever this came out, negotiations were still on the table, of course, to keep Tom Holland's Spider-Man in the MCU, but unless Disney can calm the fuck down with their bullshit, Sony plans to break the deal and take their rights to Spider-Man and leave, since Sony technically still owns all the rights to Spider-Man. The problem 2.0, Marvel fans and Tom Holland fans are blaming Sony for the disagreement, which the fault was on Disney. Due to the misguided anger in the hashtag boycott Sony, it's taking social media by storm. The best case scenario influences Sony into a deal with Disney for more than Disney deserves. In a worst case scenario, Sony will see the boycott and start a war with Disney and will never see Tom Holland as Spider-Man again. Tom was also Stan Lee's favorite Spider-Man / Peter Parker, by the way. So yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. Then there was I thought there was someone said that they made a 70-30% deal, and
There was a lot of
that's-
re-contracts
and
made.
and that they accepted that one, and that Tom Holland is back in the MCU, but everyone's like, that would be awesome, but what's your source? Nobody's been able to source it, so I'm gonna spend the next minute looking it up.
Okay. Yeah. So you can go.
I was gonna say, also at D23, they confirmed they're building an Avengers theme park.
Yes.
Avengers Campus.
Yes.
I'm excited because they've got the interactive 3D Quinjet ride, sort of like the Star Tours,
Mm-hmm.
which I love those kinds of rides.
Yeah.
They have a Spider-Man ride, which is basically going to be like the Buzz Lightyear ride.
Yep.
Where you can just shoot webs at things.
Yeah.
They have... I have to look at the whole thing.
Ant-Man
Ant-Man...
Kitchen.
Yeah, Pym's Kitchen.
And then there was one other thing.
Yeah, also, the characters just walking around.
Yeah.
Which means we could take a selfie with Bucky.
Yeah. The only thing was, because of that, I was like, will they even be able to use Spider-Man?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, they might be able to, because if it's not... that's not the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's just Marvel in general, which is why they can use it in Islands of Adventure in Florida, at the Universal Studios, which kind of explains that. But no, with going back to the whole Sony thing, so Tom Holland will still be Spider-Man. I think Sony said if they do come if it's just Sony, he'll get 2 movies. With just him, at least, 2 solo movies.
Mm-hmm.
Just won't be part of the cinematic universe, which would suck. The only good thing that we could get out of that, though, is that we could get the Venom and Spider-Man crossover.
Which I would be down for.
Yeah, that's the only good thing I can see come out of it.
We also have to think of when are we going to get the next Into the Spider-Verse? Because Sony and that animation studio that worked with them.
Yeah, I think it was just Sony Animation.
Yeah, Sony Animation. They were also going to work on an all-female Spider-Man series.
Yeah.
Along with, and I hope this is where they're going with it, in the whole the Spider-Verse comic series, interdimensional vampires. That's a thing.
Yeah.
And if they do go that route, that's going to get real dark.
Yeah. That's the only reason I feel like they wouldn't, because, Into the Spider-Verse was so lighthearted.
You sure about that? Literally, Spider-Man dies in, the first 20 or so minutes.
Well, yeah, but, it still, felt like I'd still say it was, a family movie. I mean, it was PG-13.
Was it?
I know, it wasn't R.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, but, but if it was PG, then that still helps my point more.
Yeah, I can see what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have death. Spider-Man, someone's gonna die. If it's not Uncle Ben, it's gonna be Spider-Man himself.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Or Uncle Aaron.
Yeah.
A lot of the uncles.
Well, yeah, because the parents are already dead, but you need another death.
Well, except his were alive. Miles' parents were alive.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, his uncle died. Yeah.
I'm just sad that they didn't use Nightcrawler enough.
Yeah.
Because Nightcrawler is a badass.
Yeah, I want more Miles Morales.
I think X-Men won't be in the MCU
for a while.
Forever.
Oh yeah, especially since Phoenix became the worst of the X-Men movies.
Yeah.
Which is astonishing because we had X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah, somehow managed to do worse.
The only good thing about that movie was the entire beginning credits sequence when they're running and going through all the wars.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only good part.
With Wolverine.
Yeah. And then there was also just the Wolverine movie, which I loved because that was a good movie.
Which was the third, third. No, that was the second Wolverine movie, I think.
Was it?
It's something like that. Yeah. That was the one where they go to China, right?
Japan.
Yeah.
How dare you?
They go to Asia. I've only seen it once, but yeah, I think it was the second. It was something like that.
Yeah. That was basically.
It would be the second one because if Origins was 1, that one was 2, and then Logan was 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then that one was meant to lead us into Days of Future Past.
Yeah. Yeah. Dan, what are you coming up with?
I'm coming up with no, he's out of the MCU, but he'll continue to play Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I just want him to stay as Spider-Man. I don't care if he's in
that's the biggest thing, is everyone still wants him because he's a great Spider-Man.
You cannot deny the wishes of Stan.
Yeah.
You cannot deny his wishes.
Well, or Disney just buys Sony.
Yeah, that's always, especially since their stocks took a crash because of the miscommunication.
Yeah. Which is stupid.
Yeah. This is what miscommunication leads to death.
Apparently.
Both physically, emotionally, metaphysically.
Sony,
mentally.
So
And it's like Disney, you already have enough money. Like, do you really need to go 50-50 on this? Just
Disney
keep
was
it
to
the same.
become the behemoth of them behemoth it aspires to be. It needed not only to make the movie, but it also became a full partner in it. If it was to let Feige run the show, it had to make sure it owned the house.
Wait.
But Sony wasn't having that, and thus Disney faced quandary, whatever that means.
Wait, what?
Quandary?
Quandary.
Should it let Feige keep guiding the movies despite unfavorable financial terms? Should it keep its subjects close, not allowing the studio to, in a far corner of its empire, to go off and do what it would with an important property?
Yeah.
Or should it walk away, letting the far-flung corners of its kingdom do as they please and just live off the licensing fee? Disney chose the latter. It opted uncharacteristically to give up control, believing the movies weren't worth their effort and minimal return, and gambling the films may not succeed as much without them anyways.
Can I just say, whatever reporter wrote this article, using some pretty flowery language for
just a movie.
For just an update.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I just realized, if they do buy out Sony, that means Venom will be a part of the MCU.
Venom could be in the MCU.
Which I'd be down for.
Yeah.
That'd be
We're
cool.
not going to buy Sony.
No,
that's just what everyone was just
Yeah.
like. Just buy them out and just
no,
get it over
Sony is
with.
way too big for them to buy.
Yeah, it really is. But it's like
That's like the whole thing with Trump saying he's just going to buy Greenland.
You can't
Yeah.
buy an entire fucking nation, you
I
dumbass.
Someone else said that, and I was like, Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah, that's
The-
true.
the
However,
Alaskan oil purchase or whatever it was.
that's
called.
true. However, with Louisiana Purchase,
We also just took Hawaii.
also true. I was gonna say we had to suck a lot of French dick in order to get there.
Oh, gross.
I'm not wrong.
I mean, Ben Franklin just fucked a bunch of hot French women, and we got their navy. So
Yeah,
Someone has
Marquis
to
de
do it.
Lafayette.
someone had to do
You
it.
have to remember, Hamilton and Marquis de Lafayette were drinking buddies, and then Lafayette went to France, came back with a navy.
That happens.
Yeah, what a bro.
After all, there was.
Yeah, well, it's crazy. So I think like the real reason Disney wanted to just fuck over Sony was because Far From Home was the best-selling Spider-Man movie of all time, because it made over $1 billion.
It was also so good.
It was so good. It was great. It did better than the first one.
Yeah.
And that's usually not a common thing for a sequel to happen in a sequel, is for it to be better than the first one. I mean, don't get me wrong, the first one's great.
Mm-hmm.
But the second one, it just knew what it was doing.
Yeah.
It took everything it had going with it.
Yeah, because it learned from its predecessors
Mm-hmm.
of not having two villains.
Yeah, and because it was coming right after Infinity War and Endgame, so it had its story kind of built out for it.
Yeah.
So that helped it too.
Also, Mysterio was very well done. It was much like what he did in the comics, but they had their own spin on it.
Yeah, and it's exactly
Oh
what I
my
expected.
god, we're never gonna fucking see how that ends.
Yeah.
Right!
Oh my
And they
god,
got
dude.
the original J. Jonah Jameson back.
Dude.
I wonder how much...
Oh, well, they might be able to get him back still, because if it is a Sony property,
Good!
then he can probably go with it.
I'm
along
sorry.
with everything else.
I'm sorry, but that J. Jonah was... He was
J.K.
perfect.
Simmons is perfect for it.
He even has the J.
Yeah. The only thing I think that they could do it is be like, all right, cool, Spider-Man is now... Peter Parker's now Spider-Man, so now Spider-Man has to leave New York. And then that's because he leaves all in New York and he goes to Texas. Now we have Spider-Man in Texas, and that's why they don't talk about anything else in the MCU, is because he lives in a place where none of the other Avengers live.
Also, I doubt that Tom Holland's gonna continue playing Spider-Man.
Especially...
They'll probably just recast someone else, because I'm pretty sure he still has licensing with Disney.
I thought the contract for, or at least I don't know how it's gonna work then, because his contract says he has to do X amount of movies
I think it's a joint Marvel Sony thing, but
Yeah.
since it was mostly Sony that
I
wrote
think
the
it's-
contract, he would then go to Sony.
Yeah. So I have no idea. But that's the thing is, it's like I wouldn't want a different Spider-Man. I just want
Yeah.
Tom Holland.
Yeah, honestly, if we could get Sinister Six with this Tom Holland, with
With this Spider-Man.
with
Yeah,
this
with-
Spider-Man,
with
this
the Tom Holland.
with this Tom Holland, not the other Tom Hollands, not the one in Greendale or whatever. This one right now. But yeah,
I'm hoping Disney just says fuck it and just lets Sony do what they want.
yeah. I mean,
They have enough money. You're
They do.
fine.
but yeah,
Yeah,
no, they
fucking kidding. Dude.
they're building up for Sinister Six so much.
Yeah, there's
Especially since they got J. Jonah Jameson back.
Mhm.
He's the reason the Scorpion gets made.
well, yeah, the Scorpions already was revealed in Far From Home. Not Far From Home.
The
Homecoming.
Homecoming, yeah, but it was because of like J. Jonah Jameson paid for his treatments,
Oh, okay.
and then he went crazy. So,
yeah.
and that's I feel like where they would go with that, and then this shit happens.
Yeah. Well, and because the third Spider-Man was supposed to have Kraven the Hunter,
Mm,
and then
Wild Hunt.
yeah. Oh, and then do you know? Did I tell you guys who Kraven the Hunter was supposed to be played? Who at least Tom Holland wanted Kraven to be played as?
Who?
Jason Momoa.
See, I was thinking that
Yeah.
would have been perfect.
Dan, did you hear that?
No, I'm still reading.
Put it down. It's fine.
Jason Momoa is Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah, Tom Holland wants Jason Momoa to play Kraven the Hunter.
I'm not good with names.
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Oh. Okay.
I think he'd be really cool. He's got the physique.
He's got
for
the
it.
build.
He's got the hair.
I'm not a fan of Jason Momoa.
Really?
Yeah.
I like him.
I'm gonna kill you.
He's very passionate about the planet. I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, he shaved his beard for it.
Good for him.
It'll be pretty cool. Dan, put the phone. It's fine.
Yeah.
Look it up later. Dan, look it up later.
So
Dan,
On
look it up later.
I want to know.
The internet's not going anywhere.
yeah,
It just needs to be known, dude.
I wanna know.
People
Can
don't.
you show
Okay,
me?
so in the end, nobody knows yet. The fucking companies are being very just
Yeah, because
not
secretive.
public about it.
Well, because that's the thing. No one wants to say we're kind of doing this, and everyone freaks out because we get one small thing and we miscommunicate. And
Yeah,
now
because then that
Sony's
will
in the shitter because
that
of
would
it.
because then that will go into the stocks, and then that will just cause an
apparently,
uproar.
Disney wanted 50%. Sony said, "Fuck you, you get 5%," and now they're talking about 25 and 75%, and nothing's been on that lately.
Honestly,
Apparently, they said something at D23 or whatever about Tom Holland probably leaving the MCU, and that
Yeah, he would leave. He could leave the MCU, and he would just do the movies with Sony.
But if I don't know.
Yeah.
but if they want to have any of the movies that were a part of the MCU, you know, like the 2 movies that he was in,
Mhm.
they'd have to pay Marvel a mint, which, you know, doesn't seem fiscally like a good or smart idea.
Yeah. No, and like I said, the only good thing to come out of just Spider-Man just being Sony is that you can have your Venom Spider-Man movie then.
Yeah. Black Suit Spider-Man, Night
Yeah.
Monkey.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
That's a different
Nope,
thing.
that's Marvel.
That's it. That's how they get them. They're
Yeah.
releasing their new character,
Yeah.
Night Monkey.
I've seen that
With
all
Tom
over.
Holland.
Yeah.
With Tom Holland.
No, it could still be Tom Holland.
I know.
Disney,
They still have a contract with him.
Yeah.
dude. I want him to be still in it, dude. Why is this happening?
Because
Like,
Because
why?
Disney needs more money, apparently.
Disney is a bunch of greedy bitches.
Oh, this kind of I don't know what just triggered this in my head. Another Disney Plus thing that's coming out is there's going to be an unscripted adult version of the Muppets.
Why do we
Why?
need that?
I don't know.
That's just Jeff Dunham.
I guess.
That is so true. Oh my god, dude. That's just Jeff Dunham.
Yeah. But I feel
Hi
like
ho, you fucking bastards.
that could be kind of funny because I feel like it would be very naughty.
Very naughty.
Yeah. So the only way you
How
can put it.
bad could the Muppets be?
It's just uncensored.
I don't think they could be. Like, because they're puppets.
at the front here. Go fuck yourself.
Hi
Yeah.
ho.
Oh.
Like, I don't see Fozzie Bear making slightly racist jokes.
Really.
Like,
No, I see that happening, and then
there
the
was this one
creators
guy.
of the Muppets going fucking downhill.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the
Fast.
thing. Well, the thing is there's no script, so there's nothing like, it's just improv.
So,
I don't know how.
I
It's
mean,
I
it
don't
could
know.
be really good, like the penguin knife fight, but it could be really bad.
yeah.
like,
Because did you ever see like the
everything
trailer
else.
for that movie that had like the puppets? It was like the murder.
oh, Happy Time Murders.
Yeah, the Happy Time Murders. It could be like that or not at all.
No,
No.
don't. No.
I
That was
Suck your dick for some sugar.
never saw the movie, but I did want to see it.
I just want to see it so I could have like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 moment where I'm just like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, basically.
dude. Like,
Also-
what is happening to the world right now?
I don't know, but you're gonna question it even further when I suggest the one thing we thought of as like on a whim, like where we just review hentai for random reasons.
Yeah, he's saying we, like I was part of this. What is wrong with you?
A lot, Dan. A lot.
Why? Like,
Why?
Why even?
Well, outside of all like the weird sex, there are some compelling plots.
He's like, Jared's point is, I'm already watching the hentai. I might as well talk about it too.
Dude, Jared watches hentai for plot.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Someone has to.
Yeah.
You're saying this on the internet. I watch hentai for plot. Like, literally, your parents watch this. Well, I'm gonna send this to them. I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna cut this part out, and I'm gonna send it in an MP3 just to them so they can listen to it.
Do you really want to go through that much effort to do that?
Yes.
It's funny because then his parents are gonna be like, Jared, what's hentai?
You're not wrong. Oh my god.
Look,
dude.
I'm trying to keep it interesting on this. We've been talking way too much about Disney, so it just kind of trying to shift
Watch
gears.
hentai for plot, dude. What the fuck?
And then he's having a mental breakdown
I know.
across the way.
And he also was like, we were thinking of this idea of
And I was
watching.
like, I was not a part of it. You came up to me and you're like, yo, what if we just reviewed hentai? And I was like, I don't know about that, but sure, do whatever you
How would
want.
we even be able to post that?
That's the thing. is
Very
if
carefully.
Everything would be blurred, but then we post the unblurred version on Pornhub.
You
Dan's
think
like,
about it like, that doesn't...
That's not a good idea.
Yeah, that would work.
The gears are turning.
Hold on, guys. Hear me
Then
out.
we get two fan bases.
Dude, hear me out. Some hentai, and I'm not saying I watch it, but some hentai can have some compelling plot.
Oh, I see how it is, you son of a bitch.
Tits.
I thought plot was ass.
Plot is the entire meal, my friend.
Gotcha. Anyway, let's shift gears again from this nonsense that I've started.
Make sure to look out for our hentai review series.
Hentai review series.
God, it would be so weird
It would.
watching it with Jared
Well, no, see,
masturbating next to
that's the
me.
thing. It's like, okay, you can watch porn by yourself. That's fine.
Yeah.
And then you can watch, but like two people, no, two people can't watch porn together.
No.
But three people, that's okay then.
Yeah, it's not gay then.
Yeah. And then it's like
You're doing
three or
the math.
more.
I used to watch with Andrea, though.
No, see, but that's different. Like
Yeah.
two
Oh,
guys.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Two people of the same
Like, two
sex.
guys
Two
can't.
guys sitting next to each other watching porn because they're gay as shit.
Yeah, two people of the same sex
Yes.
is what he's saying.
Yeah. Well, it depends.
True.
That's
Just two straight guys just can't sit in a room and watch porn together. But three straight guys can sit in a room together and watch porn.
It's like that one
Because then you
episode-
Mystery Science Theater it, and
Yeah.
you just
But
discuss
what
it.
if
It's like that one
69
episode of
guys?
Friends where they find the.
That's just nice.
But no, it's like the episode of Friends where they find the porn that Joey was in, but he wasn't actually doing the porn stuff. He was just a background like character. Yeah, he was just trying to repair the printer or something. He's like, that's bad for the toner because they're just having sex on the printer.
That's so weird.
It is weird.
One day Jared's gonna come out and he's gonna be like,
I was in a porn.
"Yeah, I was in a porno."
I was a background character.
No, Jared's gonna come back and he's gonna be like, "Guys, I got a gig, and we're gonna see Trojan Man." And he's gonna be the replacement of the Trojan Man
You've got
guy.
the hair for it, too.
I know, he looks just like him.
Sex is a sandwich, and you can put anything you want on it.
You'd,
So long
ha-
as you put this on it.
you'd have to come up with your own like
Trojan man.
your own shitty gimmicks, dude. And I know you could.
I'm very punny.
You have to say that thing that like say about pizza. Be like, sex is like pizza. When it's good, it's really good. When it's bad,
It's still
it's still pretty good.
so long as you have this on the top.
Yeah.
So long as you have
Trojan
the-
man.
He's like, he's gonna come out.
Remember
He's
when
gonna
they
be
had
like,
an actual Trojan as the like mascot
Yeah.
guy.
he's
Whatever happened to him?
He's gonna be like, a warrior's best weapon is their sword.
But make sure you have a
Make
sheath.
sure you have a sheath for it. He's Trojan man.
And I'm just like I'm on like an armored horse.
It's gonna happen, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so weird.
Dude, should we just make our own commercials?
Dude, call up Trojan man. I'm down.
If Trojan does want to sponsor this, they could.
But we'll make them like actually Trojan based.
That's one idea that you threw out there. That is an idea, Jared.
Much like the Trojan horse, it's a special gift that comes with a big surprise
Inside.
inside. Trojan man.
Me, Trojan, much like the horse, has a big surprise that comes inside. Where's your condom? Shut up!
Like that Dragon Ball abridged when Vegeta.
Nudity makes you stronger on
No,
this
not
planet.
that.
No, no.
We're bubbling.
Garlic, God!
Where's your?
Where's your condom?
The
What the
fuck's
fuck's
a
a condom?
I thought you said you were wearing protection. I was
I'm
wearing my armor.
Dude, that is so funny though.
I want to meet those guys.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Freaking champions.
This is weird. Having pride in someone else.
Unfortunately,
is all swelled up by this
unyielding
rage.
rage.
All right, we're past an hour now.
That's good.
This was mostly just a D23 discussion.
Yeah, and other.
And other discussions.
Sad.
Yeah.
Hit up in the chats.
So when did you come up with that idea? The hentai idea.
Why are you looking at me?
Because it's obviously your idea.
Now it's a great idea, so it's my idea.
Also, you're across the way from us, and it's easier to look straight ahead.
Yeah,
than just
but I
trying-
can glare at you, Jared, for coming up with the idea.
Yeah.
I just know it was Anthony's.
Yeah.
Look at all this art. Alright, thank you guys for watching.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, this has been SideQuest Podcast. Please make sure to follow social medias. I'm turning into Boris Brodnowski. Sorry.
Why is Victor here? Get out of here.
No. Niet.
Thank you for watching.
I'm
See you
Anthony.
guys.
Oh, okay, we're not outroing.
Oh,
okay.
we didn't intro.
Well, we kind of did.
Oh my
I'm
god.
Jared. That's Dan.
I'm Dan.
I'm Anthony.
That's Anthony.
Hit the notification bell, like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do.
Give us money.